The sun will come out tomorrow. Not your bottom dollar then tomorrow. What should I have to feel good? Scarcity schmearcity. There's an oil for that. I'm going to introduce you to 9 of them, in fact, 9 essential oils for abundance and all of the things influencing your mindset around it. I'm also going to show you how to use them. So clickety click that like button and let's get oily. What's happening, Boss Lady? I'm Tara Wagner, your belief breakthrough coach, also a diamond with doTERRA with nearly 2 decades experience with essential oils. And if you are new to essential oils or new to what I talk about, there are 2 links you might want to check out first. The first one is Why doTERRA, where I share my background and how I became such an oil snob. And the second is how essential oils work with your mindset. Because if you clicked into this video wondering if it might be a little bit woo-woo or hokey, that video will explain what I'm actually talking about. If you're already convinced of both, then let's talk abundance. Get it? Abundance? First off, the list of essential oils for abundance that I'm about to give you is really just a starting point because your own mindset around scarcity or abundance is going to be unique to you. In order to really find the right oils or blends for you, you're going to want to dig into your own experiences around abundance, around scarcity, and around money. Look at the emotions that come up for you, the needs that you're trying to address or that you're struggling to address, any beliefs, thoughts, or fears that might be behind those things. And if you're a female entrepreneur, stick around to the very end because I have a tool that's going to help you to do that as well. Abundance is really about cultivating a growth mindset, which means seeing possibilities and solutions all around you. It means tapping into creative or divergent thinking, tapping into gratitude, and trusting that flow of energy in both giving and receiving. So the oils that I'm going to recommend and introduce you to all contribute to abundance in one of these areas. And I'm going to walk you through all 9 oils, and then I'm going to give you some tips on how to use them after we go through each one. The number 1 essential oil for abundance is wild orange. And this is because this oil is all about creative thinking, it's about joyfulness, it's about playfulness, all of the things necessary to get us into the right vibe to start creating or seeing abundance in our life. Along the same lines as wild orange is tangerine, which is also really good for creativity and playfulness, as well as physical and emotional energy. This is a great one to use when you're feeling overwhelmed or overcome by emotional burdens. The third essential oil for abundance is Litsea, which is actually called the oil of manifesting or manifestation. This oil is really about getting ourselves into alignment, feeling very confident in trusting our intuition, and tapping into a sense of receptivity. The next essential oil for abundance would be Cheer. This is going to be a blend of citrus and spice oils. And I did a video on this and why it's so great, especially around money mindset. So I'll let you check that one out. But in a nutshell, when you mix those citrus oils that are all about creativity, playfulness, and abundance with spice oils that are all about intuition, getting into our bodies, trusting ourselves, you get a really good blend to not only put you in a good mood, but help you just tap into that growth mindset and abundance mindset that you're working on. And another great citrus blend for abundance is Citrus Bliss. This actually includes the wild orange and the tangerine in it, but also increases that sweetness for life. And the reason that we want to use a lot of citrus oils when we're talking about abundance is because of the way that it influences our mindset and our perspective. When we're happy, we tend to orient ourselves to things that are happier or more joyful. We feel more creative, we feel more playful, and that's when we're able to create or receive more abundance in our lives. So we've gone through all of these uplifting, energizing oils, but sometimes the stress that we might feel around this topic leaves us feeling really anxious, really tense, really overwhelmed, or just stressed the F out. And so we might need to look at oils that are going to help us to calm our emotions, calm our nerves, ground ourselves, help us lean into a sense of trust by affirming our needs for security or safety. And this, I think, is a piece of the puzzle that's often missing. People will look at what they need to do to create abundance, but they won't often address the hole in their boat, right? If your emotions are going down the drain because of the stress that you're feeling, sometimes you've got to stop that from happening first before you can get into those uplifting, energizing oils. So to do that, we're going to go through a few different oils that are going to help you to meet some of the deeper underlying needs or address some of those deeper underlying beliefs or fears so that you can start slowly easing yourself towards some of those more uplifting, energizing oils. Sometimes the topic of money or abundance can be a pretty loaded one. It can be very triggering and it can bring up a lot of worry about what other people will think, maybe even judgment that we perceive from other people. When that's the case, you might want to look at On Guard. On Guard is called the protective blend. It's usually used for things like your immune system, and it's great for that, but it also includes some of those spice oils, and it includes wild orange as well. And it's great at allowing you to stand in your own integrity, to be able to make the choices that are right for you, despite any perceived judgment that you might be experiencing from other people in your life. The next essential oil for abundance is frankincense. This is the oil of truth, of light, of faith, of trust. You want to use this oil when you're dealing with a lot of trust issues around money, or if money feels dirty to you, it feels like something that maybe you shouldn't touch, you shouldn't get into, you shouldn't handle. This is going to be an oil that will just bring in more light, more awareness, and more faith in that process of giving and receiving, helping you to let go of any of those limiting beliefs telling you that it's not okay. The 8th essential oil for abundance is spikenard. I talked about this in a video on negative energy, using essential oils for negative energy. You can check that out to learn a little bit more about spike in that realm. But I also love it because it helps us to release negative energy that we might be carrying around the topic of money, around the topic of abundance, maybe any blame or shame that we are carrying with it. And it helps you to actually tap into gratitude. And I believe the reason that it does this is because when you let go of all of that negative energy, the only thing that is left is things like love, joy, and gratitude. You just fall into this sense of well-being in your life. So spikenard is going to be one that you want to use if you're struggling with a lot of blame and shame around the topic of abundance. And then finally, we have arbor vitae. Arbor vitae is really about allowing us to release the struggle we have around abundance. Sometimes we have this feeling that things need to be hard, that it has to be difficult, that we have to put in so many hours or so much hard work to just barely squeak by. If you're struggling with feelings like that, like it has to be difficult, money doesn't come easy, money doesn't grow on trees, this can be a really great oil to start using to help you to release those old beliefs, old patterns, and tap into the idea that, yeah, sometimes it might be difficult, sometimes it might challenge you, might take you out of your comfort zone, but it doesn't have to. Now let's go into how we use essential oils for abundance. There's a lot of things that you can do. One of my favorites is always going to be making sure that you're using them aromatically in some way. Even if you're using it topically, I still want you to inhale that aroma while you're doing any of your mindset work around abundance, around money, around joy, around gratitude. So this could mean that you're applying it to the back of your neck and then inhaling it. It could mean that you're throwing it in the diffuser. Whatever works for you is fine. Start with whatever oil grabbed your attention first. You can use them individually, or if you want to combine oils, you can definitely go ahead and do that. If you want to play with some diffuser recipes of your own, what I would say is try a 5-to-3 ratio, 5 drops of some of these higher vibe, energizing citrus oils to 3 drops of some of these more grounding, calming oils that might bring in that sense of security or might help you to feel less stressed out around the topic. And then if you're looking for some mindset work to do with them, if you don't have a practice like that, what I would say is to use some affirmations, and I have a couple for you that you can write down. I'll put them in the description so that you can copy and paste them as well. Some examples would be, there's more than enough for me. Even when I feel stressed, I know I'm still safe. My needs are always met. I have more than enough for myself and more than enough to pay it forward. Giving and receiving both come easily to me. Be sure to also watch my video on how essential oils work with your mindset to get some ideas of more ways to use them to help change those underlying beliefs or emotions that you might be experiencing around the topic of abundance. And if you are a female entrepreneur in need of a little help delving into your mindset around abundance, including the emotions, the needs, the underlying beliefs, you're in luck. This is what I do. Check out my Bottlenecks to Breakthroughs training. It's a free 15-minute training followed by a couple helpful emails to show female entrepreneurs how to uncover what is really holding you back in your life and in your business. After you've paused this video to grab that download, the link's up above and down below. Be sure to then come back and leave me a comment letting me know your favorite affirmations or mindset practices to use with essential oils for abundance. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And if you're a female entrepreneur who wants to crush her goals, not her soul, be sure to hit subscribe, share this with other female entrepreneurs, and then check out these videos that YouTube is recommending that you watch next. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Done.